Hey folks, it's Brody here. I'm gonna tell you some stuff, not very professional. 12 albums, I think. Not even albums, EPs, releases, whatever you want to call it, that you should check out, which were from 2024. Going fast, number one in alphabetical order, it's the Battlebeats, Meet Your Maker. This is an Indonesian band we've been listening to for a couple years now, carrying the torch of J Retard and Teen Generate. And it's a follow-up to a previous release you might know, You Don't Know Me, came out on April 26th. That was the Battlebeats Meet Your Maker. You can get a physical copy from Sweet Time Records if you're in the US. Next up, Ohio's Beef. This all-caps punk band issued their follow-up to a popular self-titled EP from 2023 called something like Il Manzo. I don't know how to say it, but there are 7-inch copies available on Goodbye Boozy. The standout track is Spell. Third up, our own Brody and the Grodies Went to the Bar, so this half-finished record is all that you get. A big collection of, big for us, 8 tracks, randomly in various genres from pop punk to garage rock. The standout track would be the more punky Trump Can Eat Poop. Go check it out. Fourth up, we have the famous artist named Pun Band, Filthy Collins, following in the footsteps of other bands like Saloon Dion. Get Loose is the name of this one, and it's named after track 4, which is also called Get Loose, and that's the standout track. Notice this one has covers of The Pagans, The Doors, and the Jesus Lizard. Awesome record if you're a big fan of garage rock and garage punk. Now, Down the Street by Lysol. So these guys made several lists from the past year. I saw them everywhere. And you can also get this one as a cassette version. It's Down the Street by Lysol. It's 4 tracks of nearly perfect garage punk from this Seattle band. And warning, if you go looking for them, they're now known as Fan Club. So search for Fan Club on Bandcamp. Next up is a Valentine's Day punk EP. Does that exist? Well, it does now. Released on Valentine's Day 24. It's the Minor Inconveniences release. Zach Fontanez is for Lovers 3-song EP that mixes hardcore punk and doo-wop samples. You would think that wouldn't work, but you'd be wrong. Check out the track Candy Heart. Next up, PUNT, Wild Thing. So the cover of Wild Thing's pretty good, but it's actually the 3rd track on here that's called Evil Eye, which is wonderful, and I think you should really check it out, especially if you are a fan of the fuzz pedal. Next up, Alien Snatch Records put out the Real Rejects self-titled album in July. It's one of those TJ Cabot releases. The standout track is Bicycle Pit, and here's hoping that there's more to come from this band, because that album's full of rippers front to back, and you can get this one on 10-inch colored vinyl. Looking like a Tootsie Roll, the next album compiles a number of singles and short EPs that Sex Mex has previously released into an 11-track, undeniably catchy collection of synthy garage punk goo. It's available directly from the band's website in a CD version, and the standout track for us is We'll Be Gone. I want to give the next slot to Snatch the Snail. This is a prolific one-man band that releases pavement-inspired tracks that bring plenty of laughs. Snatch the Motherfucking Snail is the name of this one. It came out on the band's own Slimelight Records in September and features much of the band's trademark humor on tracks like Phone It and Never Say Always. Standout track for us, however, is the closer, Repeat Offender. Let's move on. Now, Teen Mortgage collected their prior releases into this 17-track mega release called Teen Mortgage. Variously described as fuzz punk and garage rock, they are another duo made up of a guitarist and drummer, much like PUNT, and the band on tour, I believe, right now with Death From Above. You can buy vinyl from this band, and the standout track for us is Oligarchy, which weighs in on the current political and economic system with, we think, valid criticism. For the 12th and final favorite release of 2024 from us, it's the Gobs self-titled EP, which is 8 tracks and 12 minutes of fun. it gets in and gets out. They really get on with it. The standout track is 13 Tall Boys, for which there's a pretty great animated music video. You got to check these guys out. They're from Olympia, Washington, and this one also features production like much of the music in the egg punk or adjacent to the egg punk genre. Production from Kel Mason of GT. Go check that out. That's it. 12 releases from 2024 that are worth putting your ear on.